Hello, today's topic is where champions are made. So, where champions are made. So, let me go into some thoughts of the word champions, the champions of things. So, why I figured I want this topic today. For some reason, I was watching, every once in a while, my guilty pleasure is watching TikTok. So if you watch TikTok, I know I'm going to get on there soon and start doing some real estate stuff and content like I do with this on TikTok because I see it growing. It's already grown large and I think it's still growing. And I see I'm following some realtors and some mortgage people and things on TikTok just to see real estate related. But the whole point, back to on target about champions, is I think I was searching just champions or stuff, winning things like that. Because if TikTok watches what you do, if you start searching different subjects or watching certain videos, it algorithms watch, so it pumps you like a drug things that you like to watch that you're focused on. So it's stuck on that. So point is, I was watching this video of the best, the highest darts championship like 30 years ago, where someone it was a dart championship where it just the score was perfect that every dart throw, and it's never happened again. And then a couple days before this, I figured that wow, they're hitting me on this winning stuff as bowling. I had bowling on there, and they were showing a guy who had in bowling. I know did a little bit of bowling, leagues way in the past, and you pay 3 games, so you could have a 300 score, and you get 300 scores of a 900 score. So they're showing me people after people, quick clips of people that hit 900 every single one. And then I remembered a podcast that I listened to a long time ago about where championships are made in real estate. And the common denominator that I was thinking of this, and hopefully this resonates with you, or you could think about it, is that um, it's not a pretty place all of the time. Where championships are made is wherever you can craft or create your craft or make it better or get better at it. Like I said, darts, that guy might be in some dingy, well, this was 20 years ago, this dart thing. So he's probably spent, days and days, maybe bars and places, and maybe in his basement at home in front of, no fancy place. And those bowlers, how did they get great at bowling? They weren't in some beautiful fan. They didn't have a bowling alley at home in their house, and they were doing it at home. They were doing it. They went to the closest bowling alley that was probably some crappy bowling alley that's been hasn't changed their decor in 50 years, and and but they used the tools and the places that they had to get better at bowling. And in real estate, when you see, I think, I'm just using those examples of where champions are made, is a lot of those realtors in business that are very successful realtors have some maybe in their basement office, a desk or somewhere where it's full of paper, full of stuff's not organized. They have a phone and they go to town, and daily they're plugging it out. They're making those calls. They're making those prospects. They got that one or two good suits or outfits, and they're going door to door, and they're going to clients. They don't have a fancy car when they start doing well. It's kind of like, I'm sorry, the throwing this, or like when Bill Gates started Microsoft. It was in his garage. A crappy garage and probably like a coffee table, fold out, throw pieces everywhere. Where champions are made is just in the location or it could be anywhere where those people decide to make it happen. You know what I mean? Where they decide to make it happen. If it's that professional dart player that they go into the local bar that has a great board and has their darts, or they have a practice at home, that bowler, I'm naming things that we're not talking Super Bowl, we're not talking World Series, we're not talking the greatest. Well, yeah, I'll bring up that boxers like the heavyweight championship of the world. I bet all those boxers, all they're going to is a gym somewhere. They're all probably have this story of being in the crappy gym somewhere that's close to their house where they could train and kind of like the Rocky thing. I just have a bag and other people, and they just practice and practice and practice. So again, back on track to my point is it's not always pretty. Where champions are born is just where they do it and where they get it done. And as long as they have the minimal amount of equipment, the minimal amount of area or thing to get it done, you don't have to have this beautiful office in your house, or you don't have to be with a company that sets you up in a big, nice corner office with all of the tools that you need to do it, and coffee machine and espresso machine and break room and auditorium. I'll say this. I love, of course, our company, Century 21 Homestar, and what we do for our agents. I think we are the best out there for the agents that are with us. And there's a lot of agents that we would be the best for them. They're not here yet. But guess what? We have extremely successful agents with our office that sell hundreds and hundreds of homes and make hundreds of $1,000s a year. I have extremely successful agents that only sell 3, 4, 5, 6 houses a year because that's their limit and that's their Super Bowl. Wow, I sold 6 houses this year. That's all I wanted. And the minimal amount of or whatever work, the amount of time they want to put into it, and they're extremely happy. And guess what? There's agents at other companies that don't have any of the support that we have, don't have any of the tools that we have, don't have that brand recognition of a large global brand that's been around 50 plus years, and they're still successful because they do something with it. They do it. So I say this in real estate. I'm going to throw a little self-promotion in here, of course. The Century 21 Homestar. I tell agents this, brand new agents, if any of our brand new agents that have joined us or about to join us or in classes, you heard me say this. What is Century 21 Homestar? Century 21 Homestar, to me, what I've created in our staff and our support, Brenda and Debbie and Julia and Carly and Brooke, what we've created is like the best gym out there. You want to be healthy, you want to go into a gym. Of course, in real estate, it's more virtual. You don't have to physically go, but you walk into a gym that has every piece of equipment. There's trainers just sitting there waiting for free. And the reference is those trainers are me with lots of experience, lots of experienced trainers, me and Debbie and Brenda and Julia and Carly and Brooke. The trainers ready to train you. We have online training with people, experts all across the world with Century 21. We have every tool, every class, every anything. You walk into our office, there is not a thing like walking into a gym. There's not a thing. There's not a class. There's not a tool. There's not a machine. There's not a trainer. It's all beautiful and bright and shiny, ready for you to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. The gym reference, like if it was health and in real estate. But there, I walk into a beautiful gym almost 5, 6 times a week called Lifetime Fitness in Beechwood, Ohio. It's beautiful. It's nice. It got everything you ever need, every class, everything. But I see people in there not healthy. They're there every day. I see people there a lot that are not healthy. I'm not talking about just little bit. Some people are just not. I'm like, because they're not using it. They don't use the equipment. They don't use the program. They don't ask for a trainer. They don't take the classes. They're just there. So back to real estate. I tell new agents that join us, I promise you, there's not going to be anything that that's not available in real estate that's here to help you. But if you don't do it, you're not going to be successful. Others, and just not to say that I tell any agent, I don't have any company tell you can't be a champion, you can't be successful unless you're with our company. Absolutely false. I would love to be able to say that. You can't be successful anywhere else unless you're with Century 21 Homestar. That's not it. There are agents that are with companies that have nothing. They have nothing. There's no broker that's 30 plus years of experience that sells tens of thousands of homes that's at your beck and call 7 days a week. There's not owners. There's not managers. There's nothing. They just assign you. It's kind of like a workout buddy. Like if you walk into a gym, they barely have anything and they go, there's another person working out. Can you just go follow that other person that's working out over there? They've joined the gym 2 years ago. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna get off a tangent here. I love that. You walk into a gym, a good analogy. There's a person over there that joined this gym 2 years ago. Why don't you follow that person around? That's what other real estate companies do. They don't have a trainer. They don't have a manager. They don't have an owner. They don't have people in charge sitting at the front desk, sitting in offices waiting for you to help you. They just go follow that other person around. Sorry, that's just wanted to say that. But are there people that are very successful at those types of gyms and real estate companies? Yes, because they do it. There's agents right now. I have a few that are friends of mine that have been friends forever. They have their own company. They have their own company. I'm so happy for them. They have their own company. I'll just throw ABC Real Estate. It's just them. They became a broker several years ago and they're killing it. To me, it's kind of like that person that wakes up every morning, doesn't have one bit of workout equipment in their house, doesn't have don't have any classes or any programs to be successful in their office or in their company. They wake up every day, they have nothing. All they have is themselves, and they do it and they do it and they're successful at it. Kind of like those people that wake up every morning and are still healthy. They eat healthy. They maybe jog, which is free. They just run around the house, take a walk in the yard, walk around the neighborhood, they're active, doing other things. They have nothing and they're still healthy. They don't need the gym. So there's people that are healthy that have nothing and are still healthy because they do it. And there's people that are in gyms and that have everything and are not healthy. There's people at companies like us, Century 21 Homestar. I would love to say every one of our 500 plus agents is at the level they want them to be. They're not all, because they're just not doing it, but they have all the resources. And there's people out there at companies right now that have nothing, zero, not one tool, technology, nothing. They have a phone, they have business cards, they have paperwork, and they work hard and they get the clients and they do it and they're champion at it. So back to the point of where champions are built, it's not a place. You could be in real estate, you could have every tool, you could be with the company that has everything and not be successful, not be a champion. And you could be a champion somewhere else. So champions, the final point of the long video that I'm doing, champions are built in it's in you. When you have the basic tools and you're ready to do it and get the work done, you're gonna do it. And there's no excuses. You don't need anything else. It's just harder. I say agents, it's kind of like if you some people they need those, I never do those group classes. I see all those people and there's a lot of great people that they're physically fit and they love those group classes. They love those Pilates and they love the jazzercise or whatever it's called, the Zumbas, and they love all that. They need that. They need it because those are tools they need to be healthy. There's lots of agents that need the tools, the contact management systems, the lead management, the follow-up programs, the classes, the trainers, all the things that we have to be successful. That's why they stay with us. And that's why agents stay with the companies that give them the things that they need. And there's so many agents that have nothing, use nothing, and still be successful because they have it inside them. That's where champions are built, inside you. That's it. That was the whole point of that long story. Could have said, long story short, at the beginning, champions are building side. Goodbye. I could have said that, but wanted to give you some depth to the story. So that's it. Hopefully you'll reach out to me. I'm happy to go more in detail about this, see what you're doing, what you're not doing, what's working, not working. I want anybody that wants to spend the time to talk to me to help them or get better at whatever they're doing in real estate. I'm happy to put in the time if you want to put in the time. So that's it. Have a wonderful day and hope to see many of you very soon. Bye-bye.